call McCord. He seems very professional.
That's what I was thinking when you're
Asked if you killed the animal.
I said I believe I had 2 lethal shots, but the animal continued to run. And I'm afraid it is still on the loose and vicious.
Okay, he wants to try to look for it.
And I let him know that's
Oh, great.
No, he's not gonna. It's not like I have tracking skills, but he wants to survey the area to see if he can find the dead animal.
But I'm just thinking of a county deputy going out in the woods, getting mauled.
Oh, he's not going out in the woods.
I know
He'll
that's
probably
just what was
find
in
out
my
which
head.
direction the animal's going,
and
check
he'll run
around
the
in that
4-mile
area.
square. He'll just keep running the 4-mile square. I mean, he'll run a 4-mile square.
Well, yeah, he'll drive
and then
around
he'll go
looking,
4-mile square.
but he's gonna look in the immediate vicinity
Yeah.
to see if it just ran across the road and died too.
Yep.
Um,
I said I intended to double check on that also once the day broke.
he does a cursory examination. Can't find any blood. There's some black tar or something on the road, but he ignores that. He's just looking. He's like, and keeps moving. And
Did I notice the black
yeah,
tar?
oh yeah, you noticed that because you said you went this way. You guys kind of walked the path that the animal went, and he shines on the ground. There's some kind of black substance. It looks like somebody took some of the asphalt and spilled it on the road as they were tarring it or whatever at some point, or maybe it's some filler, sealant fill.
But it doesn't look like some weird demon blood or something.
I don't have
He
chemistry.
looked at it and just walked on. It obviously wasn't blood. He kept going. He heads across the road, looks for maybe 10 minutes. You're looking at
I don't
Is
have
it right
nothing.
where the dog crossed?
yeah.
Forensics.
I'm checking it out a little
Yeah,
closer.
you can use forensics. You're checking it out. How so?
I'm just going to shine a light on it and I'm going to touch it.
Whatever it is, it's wet and it's still warm. And it's been about half an hour.
Oh, it don't matter. I failed anyways.
Okay. It's not blood. You don't know what the hell it is. But there's a weird smell to it. It's not awful, but it's kind of like...
It's freezing cold outside.
Yeah, it is freezing cold outside, and the stuff
It's still
is
warm after half an hour.
And as you watch, it like evaporates off your fingers. And then you realize that there was quite a bit of this stuff, and it's been evaporating constantly. And that's just leaving this little bit left, which is disappearing even as you watch. And you're like, and that's not natural. And then a few minutes later, deputy comes back and says, I haven't seen anything, we'll have to take a look tomorrow morning. And then thanks you again, gets in his car and heads out. And anybody who's listening or watching on YouTube, I don't know all about police procedures, so I don't know all that they would do, but this is what they're doing in this game. So there we
Feel
go.
free to comment.
He could have been doing stuff while we weren't interacting with him.
Yeah, there you go. So, and he turned his lights off when you guys went to look at the dog, or his bubble. And
Man,
he takes off, he drives away.
I don't think I really have anything that works with, other than being like, that's not cool. That's really...
That's not cool.
That should be one. That should be one of the things. That's not cool.
That's messed up.
That's not
Okay,
cool.
so what are you guys doing?
Well, let's get out of here.
Ooh, snap, track.
Yeah, if somebody has track, they can try.
Nah, I have 10%.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got 10% too. When we combine our efforts.
Yes, but it's still 10% chance.
Yeah, you got 3 chances. Nobody's playing the park ranger. Because the park ranger had a pretty decent track.
That's Steve's
No.
fault. He picked last.
You wanted the guy with the
I
gun.
failed it so poorly. That's almost as high as you can get away from it.
Yeah, I rolled an 82.
Nobody's
Pretty
really
much as
been
soon as I get
trained,
over the
so,
road, it's like lost in the grass and stuff. Okay.
Nobody's been trained in that. Yeah, that's okay. What are you guys doing?
Let's get a hotel room.
Okay. You drive back to Edgerton. There's a hotel room there. It's just a little hotel. You can get 3 rooms, relatively cheaply. $40 a night, probably. I don't think it'd be much more than that. Starlight Hotel or whatever it's called. You spend the night and get up a decent hour the next morning. Probably moved all your cars over there. What are you guys doing on Saturday, the 20th?
I'm gonna go out and murder family.
What are you guys doing? We have 1 hour left. It's been great role play, but you've not made much
Without
progress.
combat, you will return down, recover the relic from the body.
No, you're not. Shut up.
I'm just following along, whatever he wants to do.
That's not what I need right now. Like, my ideas have led us in a very slow path. So,
But the role playing's been a lot of
check
fun. You
out
guys
the-
might not actually get done with this one.
We need to get talk to the neighbors, or, check with the local authorities. Has there been any other reports of
yeah.
Animal attacks,
Butcher,
things like
baker, neighbors.
the
In
candlestick
Mina?
maker?
Yeah.
Just pounding on the miners.
We're gonna pound on them. Let's go pound on the miners.
Minus. Okay, where do you want to go? Here's your.
Indians.
That's a map that
Start
shows
with
the building.
butcher.
Okay. Let's see if he's open.
A phony relic. Take the one that you
I'm actually trying to load. There he is, 20 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday.
recovered.
Okay, yeah, butcher shop is open.
However,
It looks like it's a store. You don't have to knock. You can just probably walk. Okay. Mr. Allen. It said 2020 on the door.
I know.
Old building, stone brick. It's obviously been painted over many, many times.
C or K?
Okay, for Klein.
I'm related to the C's. That's why I was.
Okay. Looks like it's the building is. There's a small area in front with a counter and some meat displayed. It looks like most of the building is probably walk-in.
So it smells like a locker.
Yeah, it's a lot. I based it a lot like on the
Smells like iron.
Yeah, metallic and blood. The here's the butcher.
all of you can judge from this guy's
Whoa!
When did he get out?
Holy smokes! You get done.
Do we follow him from Toledo?
There's a guy in there.
Yo, Tony.
He's Can I help you folks?
Yes, my name's Ian MacElroy. I'm with the ODNR.
Okay.
I'm investigating some vicious dogs and potential poachers in this area.
All right.
From here on out,
Have you
this
seen
person's
any
going to deny all
suspicious
knowledge
activity
he has of the story,
recently?
but you know
Ugh.
from her reaction.
Not poachers and wild dogs.
Anything up to the Kimball house?
No, not except for their creepy kids.
Your kid's always been creepy?
Well, no.
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 Why would you say they're creepy? Or when do you think that all started?
No, I don't know, a few months ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, rats hanging around town, staring at everybody.
She goes and gets her superior.
The Kimball's have lived there as long as you remember.
And she is
Yeah, they've been there for years.
Anything strange happened here in Mina a month or two ago?
No.
Well, I give him my
Or
business.
no, he says, no, sir.
I give him my
He's
card
being
and I
polite.
say, well, thank you very much.
Hold on. Oh, there's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Well, I hate to correct one who is obviously.
Oh,
Sorry.
Have you seen a? Thank you. Have you seen a silver Honda Fit in the area recently?
Yeah, there's one parked at Kimball's house last weekend. For, I don't know, it was one night or two. I noticed it. Nice car if you want a go-kart.
That had
You
to
didn't.
hurt for
You
you to
didn't
say.
see. You didn't see the person, the driver.
No, it's probably Kimball's brother.
I will
Alright.
admit,
And then you believe he left about a week ago, 5 days ago.
He was here on the weekend. I don't know for sure when.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
The front door open because it had bells. You guys noticed that. Little girl comes in.
So I apologize for
Yeah,
any
ignore the name.
problems they may have caused you, but ultimately.
And she starts looking over the items in the shop. Yeah, you guys, it's a good weekend for a cookout. So cold outside.
We may take you up on that. Right now, I need to talk to the people in the area, see if I can find any information about any vicious dogs or poachers in the area.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
watching the reaction of the little girl when I say
She's
vicious
looking at the
dogs.
meat. She's just looking at the meat.
When I say vicious dog, she pays no mind.
No, she doesn't really pay any mind. Everybody make a Just do a spot hidden. How about that?
Do we have a creepy children roll? Is there?
What was that? What was
There's a creepy child. It's
Made it.
You made it? Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, that's right. You went in with him.
Yeah,
You
but
two made it. He keeps glancing at the kid nervously.
What are you having a cookout, sweetie?
Very happy with that.
She kind of looks at you. She gives you this like blank stare. I'm not allowed to talk to strangers. And then she goes back to looking at the meat. And she looks hungry. She's like looking at the meat, you know. She get this hungry look on her face.
One of those kids were.
I'm gonna look outside see if there's a parent in the car.
No. You see no sign. You kind of just look out. It's got a glass. There's some glass in the door, so you can just kind of do like this. And Klein seems to.
I'm watching Tony really.
He's still getting nervous.
Can't do
Look,
what
he
Mary was
keeps
doing.
glancing at her and finally goes, "What do you want?" to her, to the little girl. And she turns her head really slowly and she says, "Hot dogs for the cookout." Okay, fine. He starts getting some hot dogs together.
Is he breaking out in a sweat?
He
You-
just
the
seems
way just
agitated. He's not sweaty, he's just a little more agitated.
And he was fine when we walked in, right? I mean, this
He
seems
was
so.
a little
He
grumpy.
looked pissed.
I know he's
Yeah,
grumpy,
kinda
but
pissed.
now he's like,
He's
little more
working
over
on
the
getting the
top.
hot dogs ready.
I'm like, is everything okay, sir?
What? Yeah, I'm fine. Gave her a little angry kind of glance. Gets the hot dogs together. Puts them on the counter. She reaches up. She's got maybe she's 6 years old. Pulls them down. She goes, "Put it on mommy's tab." And then she turns and walks out and goes, "Goddamn kids."
All right, I'm gonna kind of nonchalantly just walk, you know.
Hulk over the kid.
What do you know?
No, I'm just gonna okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna like pat and a thing like I'm gonna go outside to smoke,
Okay.
you know. And I'm just gonna grab a cigarette and I'm gonna pretend to light it.
Okay.
But you know, just sit there.
Yeah, I'll go back.
And I'm just gonna watch her. You know, I'm gonna like it's one of them. I'm pretend not to. I'm trying not to be obvious, but I'm just gonna watch
Yeah,
her.
that's fine.
Take out the
She ignores you.
It's not, yeah, like I'm not like looking this way, but like.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
She ignores you. Walks
Yep.
just to the house next door. And goes in the front door.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch. You know, just like kind of like last night, just like walking around being nonchalant, but I'm like scanning just anything weird.
Okay. You don't spot anything that seems out of place. Back inside. You guys sure you don't want anything? We got some real fresh steaks. We slaughtered.
Does he have anything that's like a cold cut? Like I could buy it and it wouldn't go, and I could eat it.
Like pre-cooked.
Well, did Pat Allen ever carry anything like that, or was it all just raw?
No, they even had a restaurant a little bit. For a while.
He doesn't have a. Yeah. Forget about it being a restaurant. But did he carry like cold cuts?
As an
normally?
actual locker, no. I don't think there was
Because that's what I'm
salamis.
basing this on was the locker.
It's more just a locker.
Yeah, he didn't smoke.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't remember
it was
smoked
all it's all
meat.
fresh meat and that kind of thing. He mentions that they just slaughtered a cow just 3 days ago.
You know what? I'm
Jerky.
sure it's cold enough. I can buy a couple steaks. I can throw them in the truck.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they'll
you
last
could.
me.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll sweeten the deal a little bit for me. He'll talk
If
a
not,
little
put
more.
'em on
So,
top.
you know, put them on top of the car.
So we can see all the kids jump out of
Put
the
'em on the
trees
engine,
and eat
let
it.
them cook on the way home.
Yeah, put on the
I
engine.
think we found the problem. We're leaving.
I'm gonna get some of the
Okay.
biggest, freshest steaks
Okay, yeah.
he's got.
Yeah, he's got some decent steaks.
Like, you know what those
Super
steaks?
fresh.
Yeah, I was like, those steaks look
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah, it's probably about $12.
Right.
They're big cuts. I mean, and yeah, he wraps them up in paper for you. Hands them
Visible
off.
agitation. The kid's not in there anymore. Did he go back to his usual gruffiness?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, as soon as the kid's like, damn kid, kind of thing, and then he's like,
He just seems grumpy now. Again. Not really grumpy, and he's being polite to you as well.
wish Tom was here. Trash. Just tell his grandkids, shut your yap. When they were babies, he did all that.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I want to know if the guy will talk a little bit more about the kids. I'm just like,
All you can really get out of him is that kids are a bunch of brats right here. Disrespectful little brats.
You got that right, sir. I interacted with the Kipple boys last night. Very disrespectful.
Yeah, little brats.
You don't have any kids? Mr. Klein?
No, I ain't married.
How long you live here? Quite a while?
You don't yet have a day job.
I look at the establishment. I guess it's been a locker for a while. It looks like he's probably been doing this.
Yeah, it does look like it's very well established. The building's old. Looks like it's probably
But it's
was a lot of other
cleaned.
things. Yeah, oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he
It's
keeps
clean.
it pretty good.
Yeah, it's as clean as the locker was. The locker had a weird smell, but it was clean. Where's Tony Klein?
And there's actually
After a few minutes, I walk back inside.
Okay.
For example, he bought a masterwork item, so you can actually put that at the bottom of the sheet as well.
Yeah, of course, this guy didn't really write much about his past, but you strike up a little conversation. He's local. He's owned the butcher shop ever since Pat Allen's butcher shop went out of business in Edgerton. Seemed like a good move to have a butcher shop in the area about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was.
Been doing decent business, and he's the only butcher in the whole county as far as he knows. Well, in this part of the county. I don't know if West Unity has a butcher shop or Pioneer or any of those areas. I know.
Yes, they still butcher it.
Do they do? Okay.
Pete Jaeger's Market still
Sure
butchers.
would.
But I know that like Walmart doesn't
No.
have fresh meat, and neither does any place in Bryan, as far as I know.
No.
So obviously, it sounds like he does a decent business.
It's heading to bacon.
What about the kids? Are there a lot of kids and pets in this town?
Yeah, everybody's got kids. There's probably a dozen kids living in this town.
They all have pets? I mean, oh,
I don't know. Some
That's a
have
lot of kids for
there's
such a
dogs
small
in town.
you ever seen the?
Yeah, everybody's married and had kids in this town.
Ever seen the Kimples dogs?
I heard they got some dogs. I ain't seen them.
Not since we got those steaks.
Last comment.
Did anybody watch that little girl where she walked off?
I did.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about this after you leave the.
Anybody? Where'd that little
You're
girl
gonna watch
go?
that little girl? Let's go find her.
That's.
Yeah. You walk outside and ask that. It
Lion?
says that she lives next door,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. It's like when you ask, do you see where she went? And it's one of them nonchalant. You just pointed like the house.
Pulls out a cigarette, and really lights it.
Yeah.
That way.
So, I mean, I'm gonna go out and have you point that out to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh, do you?
Not me, and I, and I will be like, you think she lived
I'm actually
in
looking
the
up and down the main
house?
drag.
It's
Is
like,
there other kids out playing? Is it relatively quiet? It's a Saturday morning. I don't
Yeah.
care how cold it is.
Oh yeah. Actually, what you see is there's a kid across the street, just kind of staring, kind of
In our
watching.
direction?
Yeah, it's a different kid than you've seen before. He's a boy, probably older, 12, 13 years old than any of the children you've seen so far.
They just haven't got rid of the old people yet, have they? I know where this is going, Mr. King.
Children, really.
He looks like a punk. Does he have that Nick?
He does look like a punk.
He's actually wearing that Nicky shirt.
Sure.
And he's staring us down just like all the other kids have.
He's just
That
kind of
little
looking in
girl-
that general direction.
that little
He's
girl-
let's see what's in this area.
And I'm bringing that observation up that little girl
He's
took more
there's
time
there's
than
like,
me
sorry,
than staring us down.
the little girl did what?
It seemed a little more intent on staring at the meat, what he had and stuff like it. She wasn't really looking at us.
No, not really.
She was like looking at the glass and stuff like that, and she's. I mean, it's kind of a creepy thing to do.
Yeah.
But she's
She looked like,
out of
ooh,
all the
meat,
kids and
yum.
stuff like that. She's
I
kind of
like
out of the
meat.
norm as far as that.
Oh,
She
not
wasn't
again.
trying to stare us down.
You look good on camera. And you deserve to be represented on your videos just as
Shaw.
much as anyone else. So shut up and appreciate it.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm doing it in a
you guys are standing outside the butcher shop, far enough away that Klein would have to actually
Voices.
open the door and be like this.
Yeah,
to
I'm
hear
keep
you.
voice keeping low. I just
But,
talked about
yeah,
it.
exactly. And across the street, you see this kid, punk-looking kid. There's some trees over there. That's like this side of the barn that you investigated last night, and he's just leaning up against one of the trees. He's doing something. It looks like he's like tossing rocks into the road.
Been out in the chicken coop going.
He looks old enough. They have sex younger and younger these days. And oh, we can do smart minutes.
What's that?
Spot hidden.
Wait,
Okay.
I still missed it by 100%.
I got a 99.
Okay.
You missed it by
There's movement in the trees behind the kids somewhere. You see a little bit of movement. Not like people, maybe another dog back there.
alright, I'm gonna. Yeah, are we?
What's that mean?
No, I mean, are we carrying on a conversation?
Yes, you guys were talking.
Okay, we're talking blah 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 blah, and I'm like, there's something in the trees. Like I said, I'm not trying to be obvious, you know. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
talking
gotcha,
here.
gotcha.
I was like, there's something in the trees behind the kids. That looked like, did it look like a dog or what?
It was just movement, and it was low to the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't a person.
This is the part where we all are going to not look at it, but look at it.
We all three like,
And actually, it's in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I assume you came out of the butcher shop and you're standing kind of like you're standing right, sitting right
but he
there.
probably had more visible
Right.
to the direction he was facing.
And you just happen, and every once in a while you're kind of glancing at that kid
Yeah.
because he's,
Obvious.
yeah. And he's wearing a coat though, you know, all the kids that
Is
you've
it?
seen outside. It's chilly. It's like it is right now. There's a wind and it bites. What are y'all doing? And he let you know that the little girl went next door. Didn't you
Yep.
tell them that? It's a little
I
house
think we
next
should-
door.
I'm going to walk over across the street towards the kid,
Okay.
watching the bushes.
Yeah, as you're getting ready, you know, you look both ways. You start heading across the street. He just kind of really casually, nonchalantly, just kind of heads back into the trees. There's not many trees here, so you can still see him. There's some undergrowth, not like jungle, but there is some undergrowth here in the area too. And he's kind of nonchalantly, kind of walking towards the barn, and maybe another spot hidden.
All the truth.
No, just him. He's the only one who crossed the road.
I made it by 5.
Okay. You see one of the twins by the door to the barn, and just as you see him, the kid just walks into the barn and disappears from sight. From one of the side doors.
Yeah, I'm going up the barn.
Okay.
Just FYI, I thought I'd said a couple times, I'm not leaving his side. If
Oh,
he's-
so you went with him too?
Yeah.
Did you go
I
too?
would have hunt back.
Okay. So maybe that's why that kid's leaving. If these three guys are like.
I try not to stay more than 10 or 15 foot away from him.
Okay. Damn.
No, I do have a quick question. As we're walking, just thought of something on the occult and shape shifting. With the witches and stuff, be able to shape shift. I know they're familiar.
Yes. You've heard the stories. I'll give you that one. That sometimes they'll wear the skins of animals to become animals.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Turn into owls, bats, cats. Mostly is what you've heard. You never heard about it. There's been a couple stories about dogs, but it's not as common.
Okay, I'm just saying, no, but I have heard of the shapes.
Yep.
You know. Okay. I will relay that message as
Okay.
some point in time.
Okay.
They might be shape shifting.
At some point, after we're dead.
Yeah, that's where like guts or something. They might be shape.
It could be shapeshifters.
Well, we got a half an hour, and I
Did you
let
guys
this
have
go
to get
too
stuff out of
slow.
that room?
What's that?
I didn't.
No,
You still have stuff in your room?
They went and got it for me.
Oh, great. Okay.
Then they checked
All
me
my
out,
stuff
too.
is either in the car or right here.
If you need to store anything, I mean, we got
I just-
extended
I
till
thought
2
somebody
o'clock.
said they still
Or
need to get in
check out
there.
till 2. So
We're probably gonna go for a quick denouement for this storyline because we're running low on time, and I should have pushed you guys to go faster. That's my fault.
I'm heading towards the barn.
Okay.
I am not that far behind.
You're going to? Okay. The Frager's barn. We can use that essentially as what it looks
That's a big barn.
Well, okay, a little smaller than that. More like Pat and Mouse's barn, but with the same kind. I mean, those two barns have a very similar layout. But Pat and Mouse is considerably smaller. But the kid went through the main barn. If you're coming towards from the road, the main barn doors, which have been, one of them's been pulled slightly aside, enough so that somebody could slip in. It's a sunny day. It's a really bright sunny day, just like yesterday was. And so as you approach, you're kind of approaching it from the side of the barn.
Especially in the town that we're in.
There is, from this side, there's another one of those sliding doors on the side towards the road. And from last night, you guys know there's another one on this side, and then there's several entrances. But as you approach the main one where you saw the kids disappear, it's pitch black inside because of the brightness of the outside. until you actually get like right up
in.
into the entrance, you're probably not going to be able to make out any details, except for you can see some ambient light up towards the
But
ceiling.
they would
There's
have
probably
to, something
holes.
would have to pass between that light source.
Right,
for us
but
to
there's
see
some
it.
ambient light on the inside, but it's not down below as much. And with the brightness of the outside, it makes it pitch black inside until you actually, once you step in, your eyes will adjust very quickly. It's not dark in there, just comparatively it's dark. What do you guys do? And you notice this as you are approaching that
I'm
crack.
walking up to the. I'm going in the door.
Okay.
I'm worried about these kids. There's a vicious animal.
There could be. So you walk into the, you
Appreciate your concern.
push your way in. It is the dirt floor, but it's on. And this is from last night. You guys know, very hard packed, almost like concrete. It's so hard. One wagon in there. Off to the left was a sheep pen, hay lofts on either side, and then in the back there's another area where there's some kind of might have once been horse stables or something back there. He went in. You going in?
Yeah.
You're going in?
Well, as soon as you say, hey, I let him know. I'm staying here until you.
Okay.
I'll watch for little kids running around the side, whatever.
Okay.
Birds.
You go in. You're looking around. The kid that you were following from the woods also went in that front door too. So one of the twins, and then he walked up to the side of the barn and walked in without even looking back at you guys. And then that's when you guys came up. So I want to clarify that. Did you walk in too?
Yes.
Okay. You guys all kind of slip in individual. You're standing there. It takes only a couple seconds for your eyes to adjust. There's little dust hanging in the air. There's some beams of sunlight coming down that accentuates that. It's very quiet. You don't hear any birds, any sounds like fluttering of wings like a lot of times you hear sometimes in barns when the swallows are going crazy inside. And you don't see any children or anybody for that matter.
But we know they came in.
Yes, you definitely saw both the kid that was watching you, the 13-year-old, and you saw, because you were in the middle, so you saw one of the twins.
All right, I'm going to say this real quick. I wonder if it's one thing jumping from kid to kid.
I don't know.
Or two, two things jumping from
Are you voicing this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, so quietly under your breath.
At that level.
That's what you said to them. Just very quietly under your breath. It's real still in here. You know what I mean?
Because it's always been two.
I think we'd be seeing more confused kids
Because they were standing in a hall.
if they're two together.
Something banged somewhere out in the barn. It sounded like a piece of wood on wood. Maybe like something got knocked over. Bam!
So we need to locate who's in here.
Is there another entrance?
Yes.
Right now, you've
He told
stopped
us
and
that.
you're just
Four
looking.
entrances.
Yeah. Here, why don't I do a rough drawing of the barn just to give you guys an idea.
See, there's the ranger left.
He said you and I knew that.
I said it's like Fraser's Farm. Here's the big double doors. None of this is really to scale, but it'll be close. I'm trying to remember barns because I'm getting your guys' barn and Pat and Mouse's barn mixed up. There was a sliding door here. From last night, there was some. You remember there were some stalls there. Okay. Down here is like a sheep pen. There's like a little ladder down here. There's some wire fence that's all rusted out there. Here is the hay mow. Hay mow's over on this side as well. And then there's like an entrance there. You've got this one wouldn't look like it looks like it's rusted shut on the ground. Lots of holes. This barn has not been kept up real well. And then in the back, it goes like this. There's another door, double set of. No, it'd be a single. There's another single there. You've got straight wall opening. There. This area is partitioned off. Upstairs, you've got an opening right in the middle of this area back here, a large one. There's some junk in the corner over here. It looks like there's an old plow that's to be drawn by horses. There's some old farm equipment that's all rusted out. That's
Where did we hear
probably
the bang
from
come
50
from?
years ago. Impossible to tell.
It sounded like it was in the back.
It's back further away from the
Farther
house.
than closer.
Yes. This is just open, and there's a door that's fallen off, and it's just laying on the ground out here. What else? Upstairs, again, you got ladders from the hay mows that run up to windows way up high that are super dirty. on either side. And that's how. And so it runs like this, and then this one's up like this. And there was also, I mean, I'm assuming you guys took a pretty good look at the entire barn. Briefly, but at least get a good layout. Again, this is from the haymow, this is from the haymow, this is from the haymow. These areas here are all haymows, and then the entire back except for this area. This is open. Oh, and there's like a board. Really long board. Looks like a 2x4 that's been laid down across that long gap. Yeah. Neither one of you walked across. Even though the drop's only about 8 feet, maybe 10.
Okay. But we remember it from last night being out.
Yes.
That's
Wait, you remember it from last night? What?
Like last night, we remember it. We didn't cross it, but it was kind of odd.
Yeah, it's an old board. It was starting to bow in the middle.
And that was the only way to get to the other side.
No. It's just an opening in the floor that somebody has laid this big board across for some reason.
Okay.
You can walk around it.
Yeah, you can walk around it. You can get to. There's a wall between these, but
Well, you know, Daddy, you're more than welcome to
like
the last
freighters, you
slide.
can. There's a ladder. There's an actual ladder to the floor about here, and then you can get up to this haymow from there. Plus, there's also doors upstairs to all the haymows.
I say we head back on the first floor. Maybe we'll see something up through that big hole in the second floor.
Who did it? Basically.
Who died here?
No, you're walking very quietly, and then from behind you hear a giggle. It sounds like a giggle. Somewhere back behind you.
Can I tell if it's an
Could be
age-appropriate
back
giggle?
in this area. This is not accessible from in here. You have to go around. You know that.
And it takes a feat to use strength.
All right.
You're pointing back that way.
Yeah. This is Steve. He's the guy.
Okay.
Fat.
No, because you're gonna die. Somebody say you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
And Chip Mather comes to the rescue.
Uh-huh. Yeah, old he'd be. A little old right now.
You know,
It's the ghost of Chip Mather. It's
112
even
years
better.
old. 112, yeah, because he was.
You're still alive, but you're hooked up all these machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Alien.
So you're walking. You're kind of walking like this way. Are you two still heading kind of this way? Okay. Hey. There's a. You look up, and in the haymow, there's a little girl. She's probably about 13 years old. Ignore the names. You have no idea who these kids are. 12 or 13 years old, and she kind of gives you a wink. She says, "Hey, what you doing?"
I'm looking for the two little boys that came in here.
Ooh, I like little boys. I like men better though. Okay, you're hearing a conversation, but it's pretty low
It's
key.
whispered.
And it's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm actually getting bothered by it.
Okay.
No, but keep going. That's why I like by the.
You guys see a kid step out here. Looks very young. He appears to be about 10 years old. You don't like the pictures? There he is.
I like disturbs me.
He frowns at you. He says, "You shouldn't have come."
Why not?
Then you see another kid come up to the side. You can see another kid come out from the junk. It's this guy.
That's the first kid that we saw.
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Miller. And cool.
Oh, she's just starting to develop too. You know. So.
Yeah, no, you said 13. I'm like,
Maybe. Wait, how old are you? No.
I'm 54.
No.
Yeah.
You ask her that.
That's
How old
okay.
are
You guys are somewhat dashing looking.
Yeah, he's still good looking, but.
Yeah, but she's 13.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see how old he is.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, 43.
You probably
Hey.
shouldn't watch this part.
I'm 43.
You're
Where
40.
did my
But I don't look 43. He looks old. Do I
where'd the
look
punk go? Where'd the punk kid go?
No.
Isn't that the pump kid right there?
This is the
Oh, that's
kid.
right. He came out from the corner. I missed that. Hold on. Sorry.
So I'm 43. Like, you could be my grandkid.
Now, I'm sorry. What did he say to you? You shouldn't have come here. And you went, "Why not?"
And then that other kid stepped out.
Yes. And oh,
She's
okay,
gonna
here we
go
go.
and jump down
I'm
on
gonna end
it.
up unloading on these kids.
Yeah,
enjoy it at
let's keep
least?
it low key. Let's keep it low key.
It's got a dirt floor.
There's a dog with him. It looks a lot like that dog from last night. But you realize the fur is really shiny.
In one spot or across
No,
the
the
body?
entire animal fur is really shiny. You're getting a decent look, not a real great look, but
A lot better than
decent look
that.
at it.
Good plan with it.
Where's some duct tape?
And it's growling.
Where's that dog from?
You're asking this kid?
I'm looking right at the dog. I'm like, where's the dog from?
He goes, same place that, what's that kid's name? Same place Troy got his. And then you see a dog slink out from there, and it's very similar to, not identical, but it's the same, obviously, it looks like the same kind of a dog.
Same genus.
Why can't I get a dog?
Because you suck. What are you doing here? Maybe you should answer the question.
I'm looking for the dog.
Actually, nobody asked you that question.
Maybe you should answer the question that's not been
Yeah.
asked.
I'm looking for the dogs. I'm looking for where they came from.
Why?
Because it's going to be taken care of.
My mind is racing because he's making threatening overtures here.
That's fine.
And I'm thinking if I crap and pee myself, that might deter them from biting me that little bit sooner and I can get away. Good tactic. Yeah. Use it all the time.
What? You're so stupid. Okay.
The defense posture.
Oh, it's not. I thought the camera's on me.
Up above you.
Bird.
Yeah, I made this adventure way too intricate. Another little girl shows up here. She kind of walks out with her hands behind her back, and she's kind of looking down at you. She's real cute. Missing her front tooth, her two front teeth, pretty blue eyes. She has pretty hair, cute hair, just adorable looking.
Broken glass voice.
No,
Okay.
no, but as you're watching, she's standing up there. She says, she kind of looks over her shoulder and she says, "I don't think they should be allowed to leave." And as you're watching, around her, something's moving around her feet. And it looks like some Barbie dolls are actually walking up to the edge and looking down at you. Stuffed animals.
I'm looking behind me right now. Is the door open?
No, this door is closed here. That door there, you kind of lean back and look, and even as you look,
I'm like-
you see it slide shut. And you can hear that, boom, and you see that too. Boom, somebody from outside. The little girl's like she's being real flirty with you. She's like, "Why don't you come up here? Come on. There's a ladder right up there. Come on."
Murder time.
No, it's murder time.
Another little girl appears next to this one. Yeah, there's a lot of kids in here.
I'm trying to
And now
do-
you do hear the flutter of wings. And three crows come swooping down and land on and perch on the edge over here and just stare down at you guys.
Am I still seeing the Barbie doll sized creature things
Oh yeah.
moving around?
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
the most disturbing part right now.
Oh, it's very disturbing. As a matter of fact, I need sanity checks from you two guys. Actually, this whole situation is very
I was going to say,
disturbing.
it's gone. What's it?
It's
Child
all
number
gone
3.
kind of critical.
I want to go above or below? Below.
You want below your sanity.
Yeah, I went above by 22.
Oh.
Roll me, let's see, this is mainly for, the creepiest part right now so
1d4.
far has been the dolls. That's obviously unnatural.
Do they look like dolls? I mean, so
They
they're
just
like
look
the
like-
kind of stiff
no.
leg kind of thing? Or
Yes, they're a little stiff. They look like just normal dolls.
That are moving on
and
their own.
stuffed animals that are moving on their own. They don't have red eyes or
Saw
anything
that
like
movie.
that. That's a 1 point if you made it.
It's 1 point.
Did
I
you
made
make it? And 1d4 if you did not.
2.
That just kind of took my breath away.
Give me 1 second.
You have something in a manual somewhere that covers that.
Yeah, it's called Shut Your Pants and Run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's the kid I want.
What? Did you hear what he said? Oh, here's the kid that I want.
Remember, this is going on
I
YouTube.
find all these photographs very unnerving. No, in real life.
Good.
Using these photographs makes me very uncomfortable.
Why? Why is that?
Because they're real people.
Yeah, they are, but I don't know who they are. You got a little girl showing up on the top there.
Holy crap.
She just walks to the edge, and you see, and that startles you. There's movement all of a sudden, and you're like, oh crap, there's another one. And there's a cat that's kind of winding between her legs, and she looks over at this girl, and she's like, you're such a slut.
It's not funny. We should escape it.
This kid who shows up there, he also has a dog.
Same kind of
Yeah.
dog.
She walks up to the edge, and she just crosses her arms and looks down. She's like, and then he walks up beside her, and as soon as this other boy walks up next to her, this kid back here says, Bobby, get the fuck away from her. And Bobby's like, he this fear crosses his face, and then he's like, and then he, like, you can tell he forced himself to casual up and just stands there with his hands in his pocket and doesn't say anything. And the girl grins at that. She's like, and she goes, yeah. Get him.
I run.
And the dolls, like, they come like swarming down the
I'm
pillars.
running for the dolls.
Okay, you're running.
I'm staying here.
Too many little girls.
Disgusting.
Okay. Give me some of your trash dice.
Yeah.
Dog. This dog's up here. Dolls are coming. You didn't say anything. You just took off, right? Okay. You could hear this conversation going on.
You had the higher decks. You launched just before I did.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get my list of decks.
Decks,
Here we
higher
go.
score.
I think I'm just gonna. I should probably just group all the kids into
Low strength.
ones.
Low strength.
Start the car.
Run!
Maybe if
We've got a
counter
major
for
issue
Barry.
in Mina. Okay. Every child in town, kill him.
No signal.
Oh, that's right. That's it. Okay, so this dog isn't moving, but this dog that's here heads towards you. It doesn't get to you, but it's faster than you, for sure. And this dog's doing the same thing. So they will not, you have a round before probably these dogs get to you. If you run. If you don't run, they will get to you this round.
Hey, just FYI, I'm running.
Okay, this little girl,
Prepare to hear the tennis racket
she
again,
goes,
Steve.
oh, that's not gonna work. And then she starts speaking this weird language that you've never heard before.
A cult? A cult?
Yeah, you can make it a cult roll. I'm gonna even give you a bonus. She's casting a spell.
And I made it.
She's casting a spell.
No words. I mean, is it Latin? I mean, is it anything to
You
identify?
do not recognize the words. They don't seem to be words that should be coming out of a human mouth.
I was screaming,
They
she's
are.
casting a spell. I mean, I just.
It sounds painful. Like it should be painful for you to say these words. You know what
Hebrew.
I mean?
Yeah.
Right, ooh.
Arabic. That's a word, though.
Yeah, it sounds like you're swallowing blazer
Sit
gravel.
down now. Okay,
Edit that out.
Oh my god. Okay. This takes a lot of power. What's your magic points, Matt?
My magic points are 14.
Oh.
Well, guess what? Not anymore.
Let's see.
Are you running?
No, wrong.
How many seats? Open there?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
What if
Oh,
somebody gets hurt?
shit, she made the roll. Matt, everything goes black. You're blind. You go
Running.
completely blind, and you are running.
Oh, look at that spiked farm implement. It just raised.
That's too
in front of
cliche.
you.
Oh wait, shit. No, never mind. Sorry, that ritual takes a whole day to cast.
So
It
she's
feels like forever.
Yeah, damn it. Most of her spells aren't just like.
Yay.
Oh wait, here we go.
She wasn't part of the talented and gifted witchcraft.
Well, most spells in Call of Cthulhu aren't the blasting sort, so she is not going to be casting a spell at you. I'm sorry. The spells that she has available are not the magic missile.
Instead, she just used her inner voice to make us crap ourselves.
She produces the brown noise.
No, she's got some kick-ass spells, but they require some preparation. As short a time as you guys.
I didn't say,
get
we
in
just kind of
town,
showed up, like
she
literally
could
all
not
night.
have gotten things that from most of these. So instead,
Oh, you just spelled it very
yeah,
good.
she said get them, and she said it real quietly. But then this thing came from out of the darkness behind her, and also climbs down. It looks like a person, but doesn't move like a person. It just moves wrong.
We're like
It's shaped like
exorcists
a
crawling
human
down,
being.
upside down, hands.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's moving wrong.
I'm done.
And once it gets to the bottom, it won't be able to get to you guys around. It's not jumping because it thinks itself, but it's got to climb down. But once it gets to the bottom, it comes in your direction.
Is it quick? If you
You know,
stop.
it's just moving
Oh,
wrong.
I was going to report.
So,
My nipple
Question.
doesn't show up on
Question.
that video.
yes.
A spot hidden, is it this guy?
No. No,
Steve,
that's
white
good.
Steve Urkel?
That's
Good
a,
call.
Okay.
that's a good. That's a good assumption to make. I like that. Let's see
I'm
how
gonna guess
fast
it's
it
another
is.
pet.
It does move
The way
pretty
it's-
quick.
okay.
Almost as if it doesn't have the bones and the muscles in the right place. Yeah, I'm trying to quick wrap this up for you guys. That's why I just
I
basically.
have to go potty, but I don't want to leave till we do.
Okay. All right.
I'm done.
I'm gonna just give you guys the advantage of the kids going last because I don't want to try to figure all their dexes out. So MacElroy. So she didn't cast,
How far can I move?
but she said get him, and whatever that guy is, there's something seriously wrong with him. Let's make this him.
How far
So
can I
what
move?
do we got? Dog and dog. And this dog is moving. A little ways. Which one's you?
I'm the red.
You're the red. You could probably get about here if you're just gonna dead sprint.
No, he's been
Probably
blinded though, or is that?
No,
no,
I screwed
that was
up.
the
That was
dead
my
sprint.
fault. She doesn't have a boom, you blind spell.
Dead sprint.
Okay, so you can probably get about there.
Okay.
You heard talking going on in the barn, and you could pretty much make out what's being said. The whole ooh, blah, ooh, or whatever. Oh, hold on.